Hi, it sounds like I got a real person. This is Veronica Anderson. How are you?
How are you?
Well, stressed, and tomorrow's my last day to pay rent. So I was, without like having court involved, which will make it forever difficult to get back into an apartment ever again without government subsidies. And so I'm hoping, there's lots of problems that you know about. Like I have been having to pay for the syringes and stuff like that. I can't see there's any number of different problems, and I'm calling to find out how you can help me.
Yeah, and we spoke last week, and I told you that we escalated your referral to social work, so they should be reaching out to you before the weekend.
Um, I hear I hear that, and you're hearing that I have an urgent problem, right?
I understand, and I think we spoke about this last week, that unless you have an eviction court date, we are not able to apply for funds.
Okay, and I told you that that means that I get to make fun of you guys, and I'm gonna do that. And but you know of other problems as well. You know that I was reusing syringes. You know that I'm having problems moving around. You know that I can't see, and I need help with normal things that you're supposed to be helping disabled people with, and instead of getting help, I've been uh, basically told to go figure it all out myself. So,
No,
um,
that's not what I said. I told you that we spoke about this last week, and I escalated your referral to mental health providers, and they'll be out reaching you to help.
all right, and you hear that I have urgent problems, and that's what you're gonna do, right? You're not. I'm returning the call because you called me back after we had that conversation. So I'm responding to the call that you made on Thursday, and we talked before
I
that
received
call.
that message before we spoke last week, and someone will be reaching out to you. A clinical provider will be reaching out to you within the next week or so because we decided to escalate your referral.
And when somebody has an urgent problem and lots of urgent needs, a week or two is the quickest you can help somebody who is a disabled, legally blind human get to the next stages of help. You think a couple weeks from now is the most reasonable thing to have happen? Are you,
I don't have anything for that amount yet.
you can't help me with pain. You can't help me with getting syringes. You can't help me get my medications. You can't help me do any of those other things. The only thing you can do is escalate it, and that takes a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, that's all I can do right now.
All right. Well, I have this phone call recorded, and I'm going to post it online, and I am going to. I don't need your consent. Oregon isn't like that. I don't need your consent. I absolutely intend to post this conversation online because you are not giving me help. You are saying in a couple weeks, maybe somebody else will give me help. So that's where we're at, right? What?
Not maybe. Someone will be calling you.
In a couple weeks after I have already been given court papers, after I'm becoming, after I've triggered the court system, which will then define me as dependent on the state for the rest of my life because I am trying to recover from a catastrophic reaction to a drug you guys gave me. The best you can do is a couple weeks from now, after I've been sentenced to a life of being dependent on the state, you're going to have somebody call me. You can't figure out how to help me get syringes under a prescription. You can't help me get any assistance. I mean, you can't help me get SNAP benefits. You can't help me. I'm legally blind, and you can't help me do anything. But somebody will call me in a couple weeks. And I'm absolutely recording this, and I'm absolutely going to post it publicly. And I just want to make sure that
Not taking my
I
consent.
don't need your consent in Oregon. What are you possibly going to do to me? What are you possibly going to do to me?
Next call, Veronica.
I understand why you would connect this call. I understand that you don't want to be responsible for postponing any help to a disabled person who has needed it for this entire time, and all you guys have done is pawn me off on other people who you know aren't going to help me, right? So in a couple weeks, somebody's going to call me back, and what you're worried about is that I'm posting this call. Because I told you last time we talked, I have the right to do that. Now, I understand that you are probably not still there. I don't think my phone will even tell me if you hang up.
Okay, Veronica, I am still here, but I'm going to disconnect this call. Someone will reach out to you.
In a couple weeks after my crisis has already been into the courts, Well, at least I know that the audio does help me know when the call has ended.